Well, hello, I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and this is a general reading, no specific life area topic, just whatever the cards want to tell us about. And keep in mind, this is general, may or may not resonate, but take a look at your other placements if you're so inclined, or this doesn't resonate. And sometimes even if it does, it gives you you can get more information on that. So, and if you are unaware of how to get your other placements, your rising and your moon, if you know where you were born, what time you were born, and of course the date you were born, there is a lot of little calculators. You could just look up how to calculate my rising sign or my moon sign, and they'll usually give you, make sure that if it doesn't ask you for the time you were born, then it's not quite going to give you exact information. But if you know the time, then you can get exact. So that's how to do it. Okay, so I'm using the Somnia Tarot. And let's begin. We're just going to take a look at current situation and the energies around that, influences around that. Okay, Cancer, let's do this. Nope, cut it. Okay. Current situation that we're going to be reading on is strength, past influence, Six of Swords, present influence. Let me see these better down here. Seven of Wands, ooh, negative, Star, positive, Eight of Wands, what you don't see, the Fool, what to look for, Death. What is unexpected? Three of Cups. Okay, challenge is Ace of Cups. Okay, future influence, smack in the middle, Nine of Swords. And where does this lead? Two of Pentacles. Anything after that, please? Queen of Swords, advice. Knight of Wands. High Priestess is at the bottom of the deck here. So, overall, I feel like this could definitely be about something that you feel like you have this really strong idea of something. And I'll tell you, too, what's with that future influence being the Nine of Swords, I feel like that this has to do with your intuition, but I feel like you're actually not listening to it because you're stressed out. It ends up being stressed out. And I feel like that's where the problem lies, is not listening to your intuition. And with the Star being in a negative energy or a negative spot, what is a negative influence? It's because you're losing hope on some kind of situation here. And it has something to do, so we have strength as the current situation and Six of Swords as the past influence. So the strength tells me that you're in a position where you have felt like you've needed to be really sturdy, and not just strong, but like sturdy. That's the word I got. And you have, and it's been hard, I feel like, because you've been trying to move away from something that you're struggling moving away from, or you have moved away from something and you're not, it's hard, and because it's hard, you've had to be really sturdy. I almost feel like this is not necessarily about you. It could be like you have to be strong for somebody, or whatever it is. I'm getting an overall feeling of someone else involved, and it's not necessarily love. It could be a relationship. It is some kind of relationship. I'm not sure what, but it could be even work. But there's someone else involved here that you are worried about. You have moved away from, you have moved on from something, but there is still a worry somewhere in there. But that's why I say you've needed to be sturdy, because you've had to worry about you, and your intuition is a little bit struggling right now. And I think that's why the Seven of Wands is in your present influence, because the Seven of Wands is about, taking higher ground, standing up for yourself, standing up for things that you believe in. It is about, I don't feel like it's about fighting as much as it is standing up, like, not letting someone take advantage of you, or if, you want to do something specific, or, or you've had to defend how you believe about something, or I don't know, something. It's that kind of feeling. And I feel like you're in a position where you have to look out for you, but you're worried about this other person. I feel like it's a worry. You Cancers. But I feel like you're worried about something or someone. And that's coming in. This is for December. So that's something that's coming in, because I do feel like this whole thing has left you with a little bit of an aching lack of hope here. And I feel like almost like something has started and now you don't see it coming together too. Again, going back to the intuition getting in your way, it's almost like you think you're listening to your intuition, but you're forcing it instead of letting it happen, which is sending you to this lack of hope position. And don't lose hope. Like, that's just don't, because if you don't have hope, what do you have? And that's an important piece here, but it's not on life in general. I don't feel that way. I don't feel like super sad, or it feels to me more like a worry, like you're worried. And since you've had to stand up for yourself, that's why you're worried about this other person or other thing. And the positive thing though is there is an energy coming in here for you that's really good. You got the Eight of Wands, and that follows the Seven of Wands. So there is progression here in going, this is the positive energy. There is something that is that Six of Swords that's kind of made you feel like you've needed to be strong or sturdy or whatever the words are. This is saying, no, it was the right thing, because the Eight of Wands and the Six of Swords can have a lot of the same energies. It's about movement, whether, and a lot of times, though, the Eight of Wands is about something coming in. So there could be something coming in that's very positive, or know that what you're doing is positive. And I feel that way, too, because it's right underneath the Seven of Wands. I look at those positions a lot, and if the Seven of Wands is about standing up for yourself, the Eight of Wands is saying, you're going to do it. You're going to do what you need to do. And with that, what you don't see is the Fool. There is something brand new coming in. And what it does, this Fool in this deck reminds me of being untied and let loose. So I feel like that's what this is about. Like that Six of Swords, letting that go, moving away from it, has given you freedom to do what you need to do. And this is something that you don't see and that you don't really understand yet. To me, this could be really new. Like this has just happened, or it's in the process of happening. But this is going to give you a whole new outlook on life. You're going to feel free. There's something that's very freeing here. It doesn't mean that this is a bad situation. I don't feel like that, but you do need to free yourself up. And once that happens too, that star will start shining again. And what to watch for is death. There is something changing here, and I think it's you. I think you're going to go through a metamorphosis, because you also have the strength in the current situation which to me, when you stand strong and you believe in something, you're allowing yourself to grow. You're allowing yourself to learn from whatever the situation is. And the death is all about that. It's about, letting something go to allow you to be new, to allow you to be better. I think of the death as all about transformation. But sometimes you have to let a part of you go, not all of you, a part of you, and then allow yourself to grow that way. And that's hard, but you need to look for that. That's going to be an important key to how this all goes where it needs to go, because there's a little bit of frustration here. I'm not going to lie. There really is. So we've got, I'm going to go to challenge, which is the Ace of Cups. So I feel like the challenge here is not a new relationship. I don't believe that. I believe it's the challenge you're struggling with is doing what's right for you. Because you've had to be strong, because you've left this person. Now you're standing up, or allowed this person or situation to go. Now you've had to stand up for yourself and say, I know I need to do this. And this is a challenge for you to see the new. You're being challenged in starting something for yourself, being creative, loving yourself, doing the right thing for you, because this is all about doing the right thing for you. And because this is in the challenge, your future influence is the Nine of Swords. So you are going to have stress going on here. But the stress is because you're so worried about this other person that you're needing to be sturdy for. However, this will lead to the balance, the Two of Pentacles. Yes, you will need to balance your feelings out. Yes, you will need to balance things out. But I feel like overall, this is the outcome. It's not about a bad thing happening. The stress is not a bad thing happening. It's you getting in your head about, feeling guilty a little bit maybe, or feeling stressed about for this other person, or, it's just your feelings, how you feel and how you care about people. And this isn't something that, has been a bad thing and a bad person or anything like that. So it's been really hard. Whatever you're letting go of is hard, and you are going to have second thoughts, and you're going to have stressful thoughts in the near future here, probably towards the end of the month. But know that you're leading towards balance in your life. And you need that. I feel like you need that, because if the star is sitting there in that negative position, you need this hope. So also keep in mind I'm going to go to this card next, but what's unexpected is the Three of Cups. So there is going to be something that comes in that allows you to feel part of a group, friends coming in, some kind of celebration. And this is going to be key too. I think this is a really good card for you, because this is unexpected and it comes in and it helps you through this. I feel like it helps you through this specifically, the Nine of Swords and your future influence. Then we've got, after the Two of Pentacles, I said, well, where else does it go as the Queen of Swords? You are going to be in a position where you're going to be more logical, and you're going to allow yourself to be more logical. Cancers are a lot in their heart, right? You're in your heart space, but sometimes that logical part needs to come out. And I think it does. Well, it will, after some time, probably beginning of the new year, you'll start understanding this from an intelligence standpoint, not necessarily from your heart. And I overall get the feeling that everything works itself out. The advice is the Knight of Wands. So to me, this is saying also go for the gold, go for what you need to go for, do it, move forward, take that energy, forward momentum. This is a good card. This card, when it comes up in an advice, is it's move, just keep going. Like, don't overthink. Don't, get in your head. What strikes your passions and what motivates you, and then just do it. Really getting into that. So that is your reading for the month. Let's take a look at a message from our Enchanted Map Oracle. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, what message do you have for our Cancers, please? What do they need to know for the upcoming month? What do they need to know for the upcoming month, please? Dragon's Lair. Yes, can you see that good? Move it back a little bit. Dragon's Lair. Oops, I gotta look at the 19. Sorry. I'm gonna read it from the book. It's a big book. It's not that big, but you know what I mean? Okay, gotta find the light here. You are always protected and divinely directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. The path that you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before entering a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there's greater value in risk-taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. That's kind of cool, but I think it's important too that it says, remember that you are protected. We are all divinely protected. And sometimes, even if things may seem a little hard, that's what we get the most out of. I mean, if you look back in your life, and I think this is really good because this is about, trusting yourself and having hope and knowing that you're doing the right thing for you. That is actually a very good message for the month. So I hope you enjoyed this, Cancer. Please let me know if you did. Hit the like button. Give me a comment. I appreciate all of the things. Thank you and have a beautiful day.